So we are going to Ash. I was wondering about that earlier, but we are here. I don't know what happened with the sword in the middle of the fight. That was weird. Because every other cutscene has had my current sword. Like, it wasn't anything special. It wasn't like a higher quality video or anything where it seemed like it was all rendered. Like, rendered live by the PlayStation, I mean. A lot of times they'll pre-render stuff like that if it's really, really graphically impressive.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Already here, though. Do you want to explore a little bit, please? I thought we'd get to wander a little bit, but alright. Nope. I hope we don't just, like, come here. I was hoping we could, like, work our way up. Kind of like all these areas, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're
Randalar.
running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up the
Our uncle
hideaway.
left. How
I
did
doubt a
he?
few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
So I guess
Let's
they
hope
sailed
so.
to where he was after they dropped us off. Like, cause he left and then Shiva. I kind of got spoiled that we get Shiva earlier. I figured we might because oh, cool. Nice.
I
I
should
like
visit
that.
Joshua, assuming Talia will
It's
allow
like
it.
Bloodborne stuff, kind of dodge. Man, we got so many good ones. It's like it's hard to narrow it down to three. I think Phoenix is gonna have to go. Oh, it sucks because I really like. Actually, Titan might go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had nothing new. No. Gives it. Let's see if it can tell us. Forget where it was. Still's a joke, honey.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
1360.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive. Here you go.
Where's that? Northreach. That's that guy he was talking about, that he was following him and he knew where he was now or something. He was gonna get payback. Kindling the flame. Marcus Rest. Dominican Republic.
Think you can help?
So, I did read about payback. Those will unlock once we knock everything out in the area. That's kind of like a final closeout for the area, supposedly, from what I was reading. Oh, cool. We got another weird science. The last one gave us more potion capacity.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Come back. What do you recommend?
Blasted but here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. And
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite that, so I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be out. So,
A fried mortress of skyworm. This recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd only. Turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find...
You do that. Lest we forget.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of peppy nuts and all.
Trouble with your gear, or... Not saying Fordian, do you?
Esperand. He didn't even get to use Excalibur.
Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
That's a cool looking one. It's like no hilt.
What do I owe the honour? So, what'll it be?
So we got Ouroboros. We got a bunch of stuff we gotta get for that. I don't know what Orichalcum.
And?
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had.
But yeah, I guess we'll have to start going knocking the side quests out after
Conver lost.
we talk to whatever few
What do you
people
reckon
around
we
here.
should do? I say we should just...
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Sorry about that. I couldn't find my controller.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, What do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
Missing the gear, bud.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
No.
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
You just left the gear on the table, dude.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
You never mentioned it, kids.
How was she?
With Canva in the hands of Akashi.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me.
No.
You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
Maybe it'll allow us to
What exactly
upgrade
is this good stuff you
special
need me to
weapons.
find?
That'd be cool.
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Okay.
So, she don't
I would think that's what it does if we do. It does upgrade Blackhorn's capabilities. upgrade his ability for.
How
Oh,
are you feeling,
everybody's in
Joshua?
here.
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should
Special
be.
weapons. I was
Your
gonna
cuts
say.
and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you
So I
have me
guess we
do?
can't really
It
get
was
a
no
relationship
ordinary
with
foe
her.
we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Well, Dion, the little girl's nursing him back, I guess. Maybe he helps us defeat Odin or something.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
I knew that girl was gonna come back into focus. She was too seen too many times. Focused on.
Grandmother told me
Chekhov's
spirits
gun.
sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings. Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Tyre.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then
We
I'll
still
talk
got
to
a lot
Kara
to
about
do
supplies
before
for
we
the
do
journey.
that, guys.
They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
And the ship's still off somewhere
Your
being
brother's body
fixed.
won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy.
I guess we can't, like, do different relationship choices or anything. There's a plus there, so it always makes me think. I think it's just the marble.
Oh, don't tell me. Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you up. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil.
Of course.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours.
It's alright, they're cheap. Hmm. Oh, that's a trophy for our office area. Is it
Let me
business?
tell you a
What is it?
story.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up.
I just wanted to buy some potions, miss.
Still alive, are ya?
I got
Go
monsters
on,
to
then.
hunt. Runeblade. That's what I was using. Nothing new here.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Runeblade 2. Diamond Sword 2.
You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
Oh, that's Excalibur. We never use that one at all.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. Finished, are you?
Alright, so I'm gonna go in the training area and practice around, decide what I want to do as far as abilities, and then I'll come back and we'll works on the side quest a little more for the rest of this video. If you want to hop into this back into the story proper, you probably want to jump to the next video at least. So you can check the video titles for more info. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute, so see you then.